Hello guys, it's me, Joseph from Connect Key Foundation, and today I'm going to go over the problem logic1 more 20 of Codingbat Java. So let's read the question together. Return true if the given non-negative number is 1 or 2 more than a multiple of 20. See also introduction to modulus. Okay. So this was similar to one of the problems we did in the previous videos. If you didn't check that out, go check it out. But it's just asking us to return true if the non-negative number, so that means we don't need to worry about like negative numbers. But how do we do this at all? Okay, well, we are gonna first go over the modulus topic again. Basically, a multiple of 20, we can use modulus to get a multiple of 20. So watch this. So if we do 60 modulus 20, then we'll get 0 because 3 times 20 is 60 and there's no remainders. If we do 61 modulus 20, we'll get 1 because we do 3 times 20 is 60 and we do 61 minus 60, which is 1. And we have 62 modulus 20 is equal to 2. Why? Because as you can see, this beautiful drawing here shows you that 20 could go into 62 3 times, and we subtract 60 and we get 2 as a remainder, and that's how we get a remainder of 2 from this modulus. 20 is a multiple of 80. You know, it could be anything and it will get a single digit number. Now if it's not multiple of 20, like 50 for example, if we do 50 modulus 20, we'll get 10. If we do 51 modulus 20, we'll get 11, and 52 modulus 20, 12. Why? Because, for example, for the 51 modulus 20 example, we do 20 times 2, which is the most that can go into 51, and we subtract 40, and we are left with 11, and we cannot divide more. So we get a remainder of 11, and unlike our multiple of 20, with quotation marks, not technically a multiple of 20, these two. Unlike our multiple of 20 group, our not multiple 20 group has double digit or more than 1 digit remainders, which is not what we're looking for to return true for this problem. So basically, once again, our problem is asking us to return true if our number is a multiple of 20 and is within 1 or 2 range from the multiple of 20. So how we can do this is use the several if statements. So if we do if the number, so they provide int n as the number they'll be providing us, if n modulus 20 is equal to 1, if the number modulus 20 is equal to 1, so as you can see back up into the paint, if it's equal to 1, then it is a multiple of 20 in terms of this for the sake of this problem. So we do return true. And we could also ask if n modulus 20 is also 2, then we return true. And else we return false, because everything else other than this and anything else that doesn't meet this criteria would be false. So if I'm going to quickly explain this real quick, it's going to look something like this on the page. So for example, if they provide us with a random number like 41, and we do modulus 20 for that, and so we ask if n modulus 20 is equal to 1. Let's see if that's true. Okay, it goes into 41 2 times, so that's 40. We do that, we get a remainder of 1. Asking us if the remainder is 1. It is. 41 is has a remainder of 1 in terms of modulus 20. So we have to return true because it's within the 1 or 2 more than a multiple of 20 range. Now, if they give us a number like, say, 42, then it's going to be, we can fit it to 2 times, and then we get a remainder of 2. If it's a remainder of 2, it also fulfills this criteria here. If we have 43, let's say, we could still go into it 2 times, but now we'll be left with a remainder of 3. But that is gonna return false because our criteria, our if statements here only return true if it's either 1 or 2. So 43 won't work. So it will return to false. 32. If we do 32, if it's entered one time and we get a remainder of 12. Well, remainder of 12 isn't an option here, so it's gonna go to return false. Or 71, let's say. It could go into 71 3 times and we get 60. And we would always, if it's not a multiple of 20, we'll get always get a remainder more than the 1 digit. So we'll get 11 here. But remainder 11 isn't an option in either one of these. So it's going to result in return false. So if we run this, we get it all correct. But this looks like sort of beginner code, right? So there is a way to simplify this even further. First of all, there's 2 return truths, and we could put these both conditions into one if statement. So this problem says is 1 or 2 more than a multiple of 20. So we could just do the or symbol here and return true. So this is basically the same thing. We asked if n modulus 20 is equal to 1 or n modulus 20 is equal to 2. It's basically saying that if the number of modulus 20, if the number divided by 20 has a remainder of 1 or number divided by 20 has a remainder of 2, then return true. Other than that, return false. And then we also get the same result. Now, did you know we could even shorten this even further? How? Well, if statements in Java are very interesting. So basically, we don't need a return true, return false, because we could just do this. We could just return our whole condition like this. Oh. And if we return our condition, we still get everything correct. How? Because if we look at our previous code, which was this, we use a if statement for this, and we return true or false anyways. So we could just use the same condition here with just return attached to it, and that'll return either a true or false, and we don't need to manually put return true or false. Problem, it virtually does the exact same thing as our original code, which was longer than this, way longer than this, but this is just here. There's a lot of ways you can shorten it, like this way here, to make the code more efficient and easier to read. So yes, that is it for today's Codingbat. If you guys have any questions, then you guys could leave it into the comments below. If you guys were confused about any of the modulus things, you could visit the documentation they provide up here. It's a link, you could click on it. They do offer a lot of good info. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Oh yeah, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Yeah.